Greetings, true believers. Gel Pal Spider-Man. Good morning, Cadre. It's KJ. Today, I'm using CBL's new soap, TABACAVEG. So what's TABACAVEG? Well, TABACAVEG is the holy union of tabac, and lilac vegetal. Both great scents on their own, but the mix is really nice. Most people know TABACAVEG just from mixing the two aftershaves together and creating a wonderful aftershave. But CB Lindsay has created a soap with that same type of scent profile. Not as strong as the TABACAVEG on its own, which could be a good thing for some of you. The one cool thing about the TABACAVEG soaps is that a portion of the proceeds from the sale of TABACAVEG goes back to support the shaving cadre. So, if you haven't yet purchased the TABACAVEG and you want to do something to try to give back to the community, you can buy some TABACAVEG. Also, we're looking forward to the release of the Shaving Cadre soap, which is, I forget the exact notes, but each of the owners of the cadre picked a note, and Chris made a soap with those 3 notes being the primary notes. I believe he probably put some other stuff in there on top of that. But we're just waiting on some supply chain issues to get that soap completed and available for purchase. And the reason I brought that up is because that one will also help support the shaving cadre. So when that one becomes available, grab yourself some shaving cadre soap and some TABACAVEG. You know, there's no subscriptions, there's no dues or anything for the shaving cadre. It's all provided with no cost to the users and no expected expenditures from us. There's no subscriptions. You don't get any extra benefits by donating money. Like some sites will charge you a subscription fee to get more options, better signatures. Shaving Cadre doesn't believe in that. They want you to have the full experience. So if you feel like giving back for all that you get from the cadre, just buy some of the soap and use some of that dollars to help support. So the soap scent is fairly mild, which could be a very good thing for somebody who maybe doesn't like strong scents. TABACAVEG aftershave, when you mix it up, granted it is a very strong scent, but I like strong scents. I'd say this is much more subdued and probably much more palatable to more people. It's weird because nothing really jumps out. When I'm using the aftershave, I would say that on first application, the veg kind of jumps out. And then as it dries down, tabac is more prevalent. The soap is really more blended. And I don't really get either of them standing out on their own, just kind of a good mix. Now, from what I understand, to scent this, Chris actually uses some lilac vegetal aftershave. I'm guessing maybe he reduces it down. But then he's using some other fragrances to approximate the tobacco notes. Once again, this performance of the soap is just stellar. Slickness is incredible. Shout out to Chris, Gear Noir. Yesterday had his 10th video, and she's only doing his about once a week or so. It's hard to believe we've been making regular videos for that long. But for part of his shave, he, well, for the whole shave, he did it without soap. Why would you do that? And he was using a feather shavette with a fresh blade, no less. So he just made sure his skin was nice and hydrated first before the shave. And then basically just used water only. Crazy. Chris also said that today he would go to the store and see what he could find pepper-wise to participate in the hot pepper challenge. So I think today I will also do my next hot pepper challenge, which is going to be the Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, which is something like the third hottest pepper in the world. Hotter than a ghost pepper, not quite as hot as a Carolina Reaper, which is the current record holder. Am I looking forward to it? Yeah, kind of. I've eaten the habanero, which isn't nearly as hot as I was expecting it to be. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this pepper will do. I'm sure it's not gonna be a slouch at all. I know it's gonna make me sweat it out for the full 10 minutes. I also want to give a shout out to TJ in North Carolina. He's in the path of the upcoming hurricane. He said it's probably gonna hit his area by the end of this week. So Hope you stay safe, brother, you and your family. And that it turns away from you guys and you don't get any damage to your house or your town. Anybody for that matter. But yeah, anybody else that's in the path of that, stay safe. I know I've been in the path of a couple of smaller hurricanes when I lived in Florida, but never got to see the power of any big storm while I was there. I did go down there. One of the biggest hurricanes to hit Florida was Hurricane Ivan back in, this was somewhere around 2006, give or take a year. I don't remember exactly when. I just remember I was stationed in Nebraska, and I went TDY, temporary duty, down to Florida for a conference for, I don't know, 3-4 days, and got there like a week or two after Hurricane Ivan went through, and just driving around town seeing a whole lot of damage. There was a lot of damage on the Air Force Base that I was visiting. I remember there was a church that I drove past that had a tall steeple, and the steeple was laying down in the lawn in front of the church. Alright, so as you can see, I've been doing my touch-up, and the only thing I've done is just added a little bit of water. Plenty of residual slickness from the soap. Post-shave feel really, really good. A lot of times you don't notice post-shave feel necessarily. This one you do. There's something there. I've pulled this lather several times, so I'm not going to bother doing that with this lather. All of his soaps perform the same. I think the formula of this one might be slightly different just because he's using some aftershave to help scent it. I know the roasted oatmeal stout is a slightly different formula, but performance-wise, I really didn't even notice any difference. Alright, so a little bit of witch hazel. And so this was my last soap from CBL to try. I've now used all of his soaps at least once, and they're all winners in my book. I may not like some of the scents as much as others, but I do enjoy all of them. I'm going to finish up with my little bottle of TABACAVEG. But I did receive a package in the mail yesterday that has 5 soap samples that I got from the TSC soap sample library. And I sent them out. I sent my samples into the library last week and got it back either 6 days later or a week later. It was, I don't remember exactly what day I sent it out, but I received it on Monday. Well, yeah, I received it on Monday, so I must have sent it out on Monday. So I sent mine out to Dave on Monday, and then he received it, I think, on Thursday, sent mine back out on Friday, and I received it on Monday. So within a week, I had my samples turned around. So if you haven't participated in the soap sample library yet, go do it. Go look at the scents that are available. There's lots of really good premium soaps on there. And if there's something that you either haven't tried the soap base or you've tried the soap base but have a scent that you're interested in trying, go for it. I got some really good stuff, and so my next few shaves are going to be using those samples and giving you my impressions on the scents and the soap bases and stuff like that. So looking forward to using those. Everything is something that I've been wanting to try for a while. A couple that I've used the same soap base before but didn't care for the scent before, so hopefully I got a new scent that I like better. And I'm due one more spike shave for this month. So I will probably again just use the aftershave for one of my upcoming shaves. Went ahead and used a lime aftershave when I used the Ghost Lime rather than the spikes. That pushed me out one more shave, and then used the TABACAVEG today. So I got one more to complete my 10 shaves for Spike Timber. But that's a fun little thing. Again, using my Techmatic, which falls under the category of a single edge razor for September, S-E Timber, for single edge use. Kind of hoping that it gives up before the end of the month so I can use some other single edge. I can always put it on pause. My favorite single edge, I might use this. My favorite single edge is my WEC open comb. This thing's a beast. Compare this to a, I don't know why I'm doing this. Compare this to a DE. Look how much wider that is than a DE. And even your feather razors, like this is my Mongoose. It's even wider than the Mongoose. So your passes are just huge. I love this thing. It's my favorite razor of all. I just love the WEC blades and the shave I get from it, whether it's a Sexta blade, straight razor type, or the open comb Med Prep. Just love it. Just love it. Anyways, check us out, www.theshavingcadre.com. If you haven't purchased any CBL soaps yet, cblsoap.com. Again, the TABACAVEG and the TSC soap help support the cadre. We will see you guys on the forum. Bye.